Let's go over exciting news of Kylo Ren within the Star Wars franchise. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, at the very end of The Last Jedi, we witnessed the First Order taking a big blow by, of course, the Resistance when Holdo jumps to hyperspace and goes right through the Supremacy, leaving the remainers of the First Order on the planet Crate alongside with Kylo Ren, General Hux, etc., and a couple of AT-M6 walkers. Now, looking at everything that is indeed happening with Episode 9 and J.J. Abrams and how there's going to be this massive time jump from The Last Jedi, which is said to be as much as 5 years after the events of The Last Jedi, where Kylo Ren is now a ruler of the First Order and is seen by the Resistance of not that bad of a ruler, and that's not really causing trouble within the galaxy. Now, looking at Kylo Ren, the exciting part is that there's a comic line apparently coming out in the near future that involves Kylo Ren and telling the story in between the events of The Last Jedi and Episode 9 and how he rose to power within the First Order and how he runs everything, aside from Supreme Leader Snoke and what he did within the First Order. So, I believe that this all comes in the wake of realizing that the Poe Dameron comic is coming to an end this September and that they are going to need something else to fill in the gaps in between The Last Jedi and Episode 9. Now, one thing that I really do like about the Poe Dameron comic book, which a lot of people have been going over recently, is that it does indeed explain a lot of the events after The Last Jedi, such as Rey reading the ancient Jedi texts, C-3PO actually translates them for her, and a whole lot more. Poe Dameron even explains a lot of different events. So what's great about the comic lines are, you do get all of this different information that really can't be told within a movie. Would I rather this be told in the form of a book or maybe even a TV series? Absolutely. But a comic book is great because you get somewhat of a visual there and understand exactly what's going on through your own eyes. So the fact that in the near future, there will be a story being told by, of course, a comic line for Star Wars of Kylo Ren and how he rose to power and how he's running things within the First Order and how the First Order recuperated after the events of The Last Jedi on the Battle of Crate. So, looking at everything here, I think that the thing that really interests me the most for Episode 9 is exactly how is Kylo Ren, running things as Supreme Leader Ren, as, aside from Supreme Leader Snoke and how he was running things. Exactly how is Kylo Ren going to change things, I should say, within the First Order? Is he going to have new types of stormtroopers, new ships, new weapons, etc.? There are a ton of possibilities of what's to come for Episode 9 by writers J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. Now, we did in fact hear about 2 months ago that they're moving away from the traditional ships, such as X-Wings, TIE Fighters, etc. So I think that right then and there gave us a little hint that Kylo Ren is going to be introducing a new line of starfighters in the Star Wars universe, and it's going to be quite interesting indeed. Now, some of you guys out there, I've seen this, big thing going on right now that there's a lot of division within the Star Wars, community, that a lot of people don't want to go ahead and see Episode 9, that they believe that there's nothing, left to really tell, which I can totally understand your points on that. By what we saw in The Last Jedi and what happened, it really does make one wonder what else can really be told in Episode 9. And I think that flashbacks are definitely going to be a heavy element in that movie. Again, we're going to learn more as we get closer to principal photography, and during and after principal photography, we're going to learn a little bit more about exactly what J.J. Abrams aims to do for the final installment of the sequel trilogy. So I think that flashbacks are a necessity, at least a part of the movie, to tell a partial story of one or multiple characters in this movie. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about this, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.